Hi, welcome to the module 3 introduction to the operators, conditional statements and iterative statements in the Python. Now we are discussing all the concepts in the Jupyter notebook. Open the Jupyter notebook using your command prompt. Choose the path where you want to save the Jupyter notebook file. For example, desktop. Click on new, Python 3. Now what is the operator? The operator is in between the operands. Now what are the operators available in the Python? Arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, identity operators, membership operators, bitwise operators and ternary operator. Now what are the arithmetic operators are? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, floating division, integer division, mod and power calculation. Now see the all the arithmetic operators in practical way. I want to take the two variables and store the data into the dynamic way and perform the all the arithmetic operations on the variables. Now click on run. Here it asks the enter A. Enter any integer data, hit enter and enter B, hit enter. The A contains 10 and B contains 5. Now perform the addition. You can directly use the A plus B. Click on run. If you want to perform again the A plus B operation, instead of you can store the A plus B data into the some variable and you can access whenever you want to the A plus B data, you can directly access the variable C. For example, I declare the C A plus B. Here C contains the A plus B data. Whenever you want, you can access directly C variable. Subtraction, and multiplication, and floating division. In Python, the division operation returns the floating data by default. You can check type of data. Here float data type means the float data type in the C, that is 2.0. If you want to perform the integer division, you can use the integer division operator like click on run. Here the C contains 2. You can check type of C. It returns the integer type of data. You can perform mod. Here C contains 0. you can perform a power b. Here 10 power 5 data will be stored in the c variable. Now what is the operator means? Here for example, the operator is in between the operands. Here operands are the a and b. The operator is the plus, means the operator is in between the operands. Now assignment operators. Now what are the assignment operators? To assign a some value to the particular variable or add a some extra data to the already existing variables. Assignment operators are equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, floating division equal to, integer division equal to, mod equal to, power equal to. Now perform some examples. Equal to, here a equal to 5. Here the value 5 will be assigned to the particular a, means the equal to is the assign a some data into the variable. This is the static way of assignment. Now assign a some value into the variables in dynamic way. Here it asks the a value, for example 10. Hit enter. The a contains 10. When you can enter the some data in the prompt, that means you can enter the data in dynamic way at the runtime. Now plus equal to, the plus equal to is to add some extra you can add some extra value to the already existing variables. For example, a contains 10. You can add 10. This means a equal to a plus 10. Here the a contains 20. Here you can also add a equal to a plus a also, minus equal to a minus equal to 10. You can click on run, print a. Here a contains the 10. Here for example a equal to a into 10. Click on run. Here a contains the 100. A floating division equal to 10. It means a equal to a floating division with 10. A contains the floating data. Here 10.0. Here a contains the float. Now if you want to perform the integer division, for example 2, it returns the floating data, because before the a contains the float, you can use the float and applies the integer division, it returns the floating data. Here the 5.0 is the float. If your variables contains the integer data, for example a equal to 10, if you want to perform the integer division, it returns the integer data. Here 5. because the variable contains the integer data. A mod equal to 10. Here A contains the 5. Here A contains the 5 power 2. Here 25 will be stored into the A. Now relational operators. Now what are the relational operators are? Equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to. Here equal to is used for to compare the two or more variables. If both variables are same, it returns the true, otherwise it returns the false. For example, A equal to 10, B equal to 20, A equal to B. Here 10 equal to 20, the condition is false, then it returns the false. You can use A equal to 10, B equal to 20, B equal to 10. You can perform A equal to B, it returns the true. Now greater than. Here A equal to 20. For example, the comparison operator is A greater than 21. Here the condition is 20 greater than 21. The condition is false. Here you can use the less than. A equal to 20, A less than 21. Here 20 less than 21. This condition is true. It returns the true. Now use the greater than equal to. Here A equal to 20. If you want to check the A greater than 20, this condition become false because 20 is greater than 20. The condition is false. It returns the false. Here use greater than equal to. Here 20. Here A contains the 20. A is greater than 20, condition false, and here checks the another condition like A equal to 20. Here two conditions, A is greater than or equal to 20. If any condition is true, it returns the true. Here A greater than 20 or A equal to 20, that is the greater than or equal to, it returns the true. Here you can also A less than or equal to 20, it returns the true. And not equal to. Here A equal to 20, B equal to 30, A not equal to B, it returns the true because 20 is not equal to 30. Here A equal to 10, B equal to 10, A not equal to B, it returns false because A is equal to B. Our condition is A not equal to B. Then logical operators. What are the logical operators? And, or, not. And is used for to check the two or more conditions. If both conditions are true, it returns the true. Otherwise, it returns the false. The few points to remember: here, if any one condition is false, the it returns the false. If both conditions are true, it returns the true. For example, a equal to 20, b equal to 30. Here condition is a is greater than 20 and b is less than 40. Here it returns the false because the first condition is false, the second condition is true. It returns the false. You can use a greater than equal to 20 and b is less than 40. It returns the true because both conditions are true. This condition is true, this condition is true. Click on run. Now use the OR operator. The OR operator is same as AND, but if any one condition is true, it returns the true. Here any one condition is true, it returns the true. If both conditions are false, it returns the false. Now here a equal to 20, b equal to 30. Here apply same operation, a greater than 20 or b less than 40. Here this condition is false, this condition is true. The false and true are true, the result is true. Because if any one condition is true, it returns the true. If both conditions are false, b greater than 40, it returns the false here. And use the not. For example, a equal to 10, b equal to 20, A not equal to B. Here it returns the true because A contains the 10, B contains the 20. The both conditions are false. For example, A is the 10, B 20, A not equal to 20. The condition is true. For example, A equal here you cannot use the not here. This point to be remember. You can A equal to 10, B equal to 20, B equal to 10. Here A not equal to B. Here it returns the A not equal to B. This is the not equal to. Now I explain the not in logical operator. For example, A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Here the condition is A is greater than 20. The condition is false. Here I am not using the not. Here using not A greater than 20. Here A greater than 20, the condition is false. Here not of false means it becomes the true because not of false means it returns the true. Compared to the previous not equal to, and you can compare the not, that is the difference. Here you can directly use the not true, it returns the false. Not false, it returns the true. Now identity operators. Now what are the identity operators? The is operator is used to the all the variables are in the same object type. For example, A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Here A is B. Here A and B objects contains the same data. Here A contains the 10, B contains the 20. The A and B are not same. If A is B means if both objects are same. Here the both objects are not same. It returns the false. You can check A equal to 10, B equal to 10, A is B. It returns the true and is not. Here if both variables are the same, it returns the false, otherwise returns the true. A equal to 10, B equal to 20, A is not B. A is not B. The condition is true. Here A equal to 10, B equal to 10. Here A is not B. Here the condition is false. And membership operators. What are the membership operators are is in not in. For example, I have array. The array contains strings. For example, hello. if use the in, for example, hello welcome in a, here the statement means hello welcome string in a or not. Here there is no hello word or hello welcome because the hello is unique string, word is unique string, welcome is unique string. There is no hello welcome string in the array because here it analyzes the hello word in a or not. Here there is no hello welcome. Sorry, hello welcome is a contains only hello welcome and word. Here the hello welcome is not found in the array a. It returns the false. For example, hello in a. If the string in a, if the string is found in the a, it returns the true. Not in. Here hello not in a. This means hello is not found in the a. The original array contains the hello. This condition is false because the hello is found in the array a. You can hello 1 not in a. This returns the true because the hello 1 string is not in a. Now bitwise operators. Now what are the bitwise operators are? Bitwise and bitwise or, bitwise exclusive or, and negation, and left shift and right shift. Now perform these all the operations. For example, a equal to 5, b equal to 6. How the bitwise operations are performed as, here a will be converted into the binary. For example, binary value of 5 is 1 0 1 and b will be converted into the binary. Here 1 1 0. If you want to perform the binary and a and b, if you are using the AND operator, if both bits are 1, it returns the 1, otherwise it returns the 0. Here the both bits are 1, it returns the 1, otherwise it returns the 0. And finally then calculate the binary value of equivalent to the what is the decimal value. 100 decimal value is 4. And how to calculate that? 2 power 0 into first bit plus 2 power 1 into second bit plus 2 power 2 into third bit equal to 2 power 0 is 1, 1 into 0 is 0 plus 2 power 1 is 1, 1 into 0 is 1 plus 2 power 2 is 4, 4 into 1 is 4. The result is 4. It returns the 4. and we can also perform a equal to 3, b equal to 4, a and b. Here a is converted into the binary 0 1 1 and 4 binary is 1 0 0. A and b is here if the both bits are not 1, it returns the 0. Here also 0 0. What is the 0 0 binary value is equal to the decimal is 0, it returns the 0. Now bitwise OR operator. Now bitwise OR operator is performs if any one bit is 1, it returns the 1, otherwise it returns the 0. For example, a equal to 3, b equal to 4. Perform a or b. Here 3 binary value is 0 1 1 and 4 binary value is 1 0 0. A bitwise operator b is equivalent to, here if any one bit contains 1, it returns 1, otherwise it returns the 0. Here what is the 1 1 1 binary is equal to the decimal value is 7. Click on run, it returns the 7. And another example, a equal to 5, b equal to 6. 5 binary is 1 0 1 and 6 binary is 1 1 0. And what is the a bitwise or b? A bitwise or b is equal to the, if any bit contains the 1, it returns the 1, otherwise it returns the 0. For example, here 0, if both bits are 0, it returns the 0. Here the 1 1 1 binary is equal to the decimal is 7. Click on run, it returns the 7. And use the bitwise negation operation. For example, negation of 10. How this will be calculated as, use minus instead of negation and calculate the binary value of 10 is 1010 and add 1 bit of the 10 binary value. Here the result is 1010 plus 1 1011. Now 1011 binary is equal to the decimal is 11. Here use minus 11. The negation of 10 is minus 11. Now perform the exclusive OR. Now a equal to 10, b equal to 7. Here a XOR b. How it calculated as convert a into the binary. Here a 10 binary is 1 0 1 0. 7 binary is 0 1 1 1. Now a XOR b is if both bits are same, it returns the 0, otherwise it returns the 1. For example, table looks like here it returns the 1 because the both bits are not same. Here also returns 1. Here it returns the 0 because the both bits are same. Here also return 0. This is the exclusive OR. Now here the both bits are not same, it returns the 1. Here also returns the 1. Here the both bits are same, it returns the 0. Here the both bits are not same, it returns the 1. Here 1 1 0 1 binary is equal to the decimal as 13. It returns the 13. And use the left shift operator. Now what is the left shift operator means? It shifts the data right to the left. For example, 3 left shift 2. Here how it works like the binary value of 3 is 0 1 1. It shifts the here 2 bits shift from right to left and replace the moving positions as 0. For example, 1 1 the 2 bits will be moved right to the left. Here place the 0 and 0 and 2 bits are 1 1. The 1101 binary is equivalent to the decimal as 12. Here also use the right shift. For example, 10 right shift 2. Here the 10 binary is 1 0 1 0. It shifts the 2 bits from left to right. For example, 1 0 are the 2 bits, and replace the 0 0 and move the 1 0 1 0. Click on the run. The 0 0 1 0 is equal to the 2 in decimal. Now these are the basic bitwise operators. Under ternary operator, in another programming, ternary operator looks like here. If the condition is true, it prints the A data. If condition is false, it prints the B data. For example, in Python, ternary operator, how works look like: A equal to 10. The syntax of ternary operator is if condition is true, the left side data will be executed. If the condition is false, the else part data will be executed. For example, A equal to 10. Use the ternary operator if A greater than 10. Here it returns the if the condition is true, means A is the bigger than 10. If condition is false, A is smaller. Click on run. It returns the A is smaller because the condition is false. Now check, A is greater than 10. The condition is false. It returns the else data. You can also nested ternary operator. Here syntax is if the condition is true, the left part will be executed. If condition is false, in false, the else part will be executed. In the else part, you can also use the another if. Here it checks this condition. If this condition is true, this string will be printed, the else part will be skipped. If the condition is false, the else part will be executed. In the else part, again one if condition. The if condition is true, the true is executed. The if condition is false, the else part is executed. Now example, A equal to 20. Condition, if A is greater than 10. Else, again check condition. Here it checks the if a greater than 10. This condition is true. A is big will be printed. Sorry. Here A is big is printed. The else part will be skipped. Here A equal to 10. Here this condition is false. The else part will be executed. Here checks A condition is true. Then A is bigger will be displayed. Here A is bigger will be displayed. Here the if condition is false, the else block will be executed. These are the basic operators in the Python. In the next video we are discussing about what are the conditional statements in the Python. Thank you for taking the time.